Hi everyone, and welcome to Moodle's YouTube channel. My name is Sonia Trivedi, Communications Manager here at Moodle, and today we have a really special guest, Diego Fabra, founder of Fabra Davis, events and brand innovation consultancy for business growth. His agency has a network of creatives, consultants, and strategists who work with a selected number of directors and entrepreneurs to grow and develop their brands. Hi, Diego, and welcome.
Hi, Sonia. Thank you for having me.
Great to have you with me today to discuss a very interesting topic, this year's MoodleMoot Global. But before we get there, can you please tell me a little bit more about your relationship with Moodle? I have heard it's quite long.
Yes, actually, I think it's been 4 or 5 years since I started collaborating with Moodle. We started doing, well, I was in charge of doing all the moods around the world. So I've done one in Philadelphia, one in Cote d'Ivoire. I was preparing one in Barcelona, the first MoodleMoot Global. I was preparing to do the Australian one and the Indian one, and of course the rest of the years. But then COVID happens, and we know that we were not allowed to do any meetings, and we had to do something completely different. And I thought we did something really brave and really successful. Now everybody's doing like this kind of meetings, and it's normal. But at that time, nobody was doing anything, and nobody believed that it was possible to do a conference online. And we did it. We did it. We had around 2,000 people for 5 days. We had more than 250 speakers, so it was like fantastic. And then when Moodle, well, when everything allowed us to start again and having meetings and conferences, well, of course, they asked me if I wanted to carry on doing the global moods. And I said, yes, of course, because I really like working with Moodle. So I did last year, and I'm preparing this year as well.
Great to hear that. You have over 15 years of experience in organizing events. I'm curious to know a little bit more about your experience and how do you organize events that bring people together from all around the world? Last year we had about 850 people attending MoodleMoot Global, right?
Yeah, it was like really incredible to have so many people from so many places together in Barcelona for 4 days. It was like fantastic. And of course, it was the first time that everybody was able to meet after 2 years of not having moods or not having conferences. And then it was like the energy, it was like incredible. It was like, I don't know. I think sometimes I think that even if I've done a really bad job, because the energy was so great, everybody will have that same experience. But this is what I'm thinking. What I do, I try to welcome everybody into not a conference, into an experience. I'm looking for people to get the knowledge that the conference, the speakers give you. Also, I want to get the networking moment, so allow them to meet with other peers and have a fun time. It's really important to have a fantastic time and enjoy the conference, because I've been, everybody goes to hundreds of conferences. I've been to Paris for 20 years going to the same conference. I never had time to go to the Eiffel Tower or to the museum, to the Louvre Museum. So I like to integrate the city of where we're doing the conference into the conference, so at least people can get a chance to go out and enjoy and do something about it. So it's not only the content, it's all what is around the content that makes the conference great.
Yes, that sounds awesome. Actually, I can really sense your passion for organizing events, which is great. And I have also noticed something in your profile that you have art history major. Does it influence your creativity? Can you tell us a bit more?
Well, I did, yes, art history, and I'm specialized in 9th to 12th century. So this is Romantic and Gothic. I don't know if this is something that you can integrate in these modern days. What I can say is that did give me a sense of beauty and creativity, and I always want to transmit something that is wow. When you see a piece of art that is fantastic, you look at it and you have a shock. So I always want to bring something into the conference that people are shocked about it and will remember. And this is what I learned from my degree.
Okay, great. And because you mentioned the history of Moodle, I wanted to ask you a little bit more. What inspires you to work with us?
Well, let's say that when you start a business, you work with a lot of different people, and then you realize that there is some customers that they match or they are more aligned with your values, and then you realize that this is what you really want to do. And Moodle is one of these companies that their values are aligned with what I think is companies that they give us something to society. It's not only about the red or blue number at the end of the year. It's something that is community, is giving back to society, is making the world a little bit better. So that's why I really enjoy working with Moodle.
Great, great. So let's talk about this year's MoodleMoot, eventually, when and where it's going to be. Tell us more.
This year is going to be again in Barcelona. It's my hometown, and I love Barcelona. I think that I've been there for a long time, and every time I can discover new places and new things. So it's a changing and evolving city. So I think it's a great place to have a MoodleMoot Global. Also, we're doing it in September. This year is from the 18th of September to the 21st. The 18th is the pre-conference, so it's the Dev Jam. And the 19th, 2021 is the actual conference. It's going to be a little bit earlier than last year, so it's a week earlier. So it will be sunny, hopefully. It'll be hot, so shorts and t-shirts. People can go to the beach if they arrive a little bit earlier or a little bit later, enjoy the city. Still, it's like have this summer vibe. So we are hoping that this will be integrated into the conference.
Yes, I really love Barcelona too. I have been there a couple of times. So I'd love to come again in September. But going back to our questions, why do you think MoodleMoot Global is so popular? Obviously, you have organized a lot of the moods.
Yeah. I think, okay, when I started working with Moodle, I thought that the moods were not arriving to their peak. And my intention is to grow them until we're at the place that I think that they should be. And what I really loved and I would try to do is that these moods become the voice of the community. It's a place where the community can come and show their work for the last year, the new ideas that they have. And it's a place where the community can meet together, learn about what the other people are doing, learn about what Moodle is doing. They can meet the people from the Moodle HQ, ask them questions directly. And this is something that doesn't happen in other conferences. Also, all of us, we go to a lot of conferences from education, from technology, from different things. And maybe you can find that 10% of the people attending, the attendees and the speakers are talking about Moodle. Here is like 100% talking about Moodle. All of the attendees are the community. So anybody who you talk to is somebody that understands you and you can ask them questions. And this is, well, I think this is why it's coming. Also, because they organize it and we have fun time. This is something I must say. But this is something, this is why I think that they are so popular, because it's a place to meet and a place to express yourself.
Yes, yes. And I imagine there will be streams and teams to suit a lot of audiences, right? Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Well, yes, I can. Of course I can. One of the trickiest things that we found is that we've got a wide audience that we got like people who are from the educational world, let's say teachers, users, all these kinds of deputies, all these kind of things. We got technical people, so developers that they are working, and we got people that they are as well technical, but they are more in the hardware or keeping things. So we got and we got, of course, the business side of it. Companies that they are using our product, are using Moodle for their business. So we got a really strange variety of people. We've got also people that they are really into Moodle. We've got people that they are just arrived to Moodle, so different levels. So this is really complicated. So that's why we try to divide it in 3 parts, in 3 streams. So you can have always a choice of 3 conferences, 3 speakers, so you can find something that is more suitable for you, for your background, or for your knowledge of Moodle. We are trying as well. I really love when I go to a conference and I'm sort of hang on. So I try to do more and more workshops so people can actually bite and get their teeth into the actual product or solution, and then get involved and go out with something that they learn that they can use afterwards in their life. So I'm hopeful that we will find really good speakers. Also, some of the comments sometimes that we got, that people say that some of the sessions are not high quality. We are trying our best, and because this is the community talking, we try to everybody to be able to speak. So we cannot control everybody. We can help them. We give them lessons. We give them a coach. We give them how to do things. We look at their stuff, and at the end of the day, is that person talking. So if you are good talking, it's great. If you are not so good, well, it won't be so good. And we're trying our best. The whole team of the Moodle Academy is working on it. Last year, I think it was great, and this year is going to be even better. So please come, because you're going to enjoy it and learn a lot.
I'm sure. And I have heard there will be also hackathons, right?
Yeah.
Or surprise? Yeah.
Yes. The first day is more like the developers day. Is the pre-conference. So we'll have all day. I think this year we've got 3 different streams of different for different background people, different kind of people, and then we'll be all day doing what they like more, like coding and looking at numbers and things that I don't understand a single thing, but they will be enjoying it. And I will be giving them caffeine and beer at the end, so they can be working hard and have a prize at the end of the day.
Okay. And finally, I know that you have a big part in planning MoodleMoot party. So,
yes.
Which I can imagine you're really good at. Just some clues about this year. Yeah.
This year, okay. My last year, so 3 years ago, the first one that I organized for Moodle, it was really good. Last year, well, for me, it was awesome. If you were there, I don't have to tell you anything. If you were not there, I'm sorry, you missed one of these occasions that they are like incredible. Because we were in a theater from 1903, and it was kept originally. We got live music. It was like brilliant. So my situation is like, I need every year to do something different and better, and this is really hard. So this year we're going to go for a more completely different from last year. We're going to a classic, one of the classical discos in Barcelona, that is from the 80s. It's a place that is 4 levels. So we have like 4 different parties going at the same time. Communicate by stairs. You go up and down. You meet people. You get different kind of music. It's fantastic. I spend, I think, most of my youth there. And I have got memories that they were great. So it's going to be fantastic. I can tell you it's going to be different from last year, and it's going to be awesome as well. So please come and enjoy it. And it will be a fancy dress as well. This is something that I started doing like 4 years ago, and everybody really like it. And I don't know yet what I'm going. I know what we're going to do, but I cannot tell you. It will be a sort of a surprise. Later on, you will learn about it.
Leave it as a surprise, definitely. Thank you very much, Diego, for these interesting insights. I'm very much looking forward to the event. And if you are like me, now you can register your interest by visiting moodle.com/events/moodglobal. And thank you very much for watching our YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do that so you can stay up to date with our news and events. Looking forward to seeing you next time. Bye bye.